All right, we're good to go. You wanna walk us in? What do you want?
Sure. Who did it last time? Did I do it last time?
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Okay. All right. Did we already start?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just at your leisure.
Hey, everybody!
We're running out of fucking tape.
We're big time now. This is the Big Time Podcast Group. You probably heard of us. Who's your main? I'm Anthony,
and I'm Jared.
Yeah, we've really reached the big time now.
Yeah, it's Thursday once again. You're joining us today. Today was kind of an important day in gaming, not for us in particular. So this could be weeks off by the time people are talking about it, but today was the last Nintendo Direct for the Switch, the original. It'll be the original Switch now. It'll be Switch 1. Because on April 2nd there'll be Switch 2 announcement. Probably, maybe.
Wow.
Big
you want to have a you want to have a moment of silence for Switch 1?
What I want to talk about real quick, I don't want to spend a lot of time talking about it because I'm excited about it. I don't think I really got to talk to you about this yet today. All I did was link you videos. Busy day. Pokemon ZA Legends. The fucking gameplay video. Looking great. Looking incredible. Giving me goosebumps.
Here's the thing about Pokemon. Every time one comes out, I'm like, this is going to be the one. I'm going to lock in and I'm going to get it and I'm going to play and I'm going to get right back in there. And every time I feel like you do the same thing as well. You get on that hype train and you're sending videos and I'm like, yeah, this is awesome. We're going to do it. We're going to play together. And then as soon as the game comes out, like the reviews come out and they're like, oh, this is terrible. This is the worst Pokemon yet. And then we both lose our momentum. I say this is the time we don't hold back. This is the time we jump in and we go all out.
You act like I didn't play the other ones after the reviews came out. I played the fuck out of them.
Oh, well, I didn't.
I was by myself. Are you coming?
Yeah,
Anthony? Anthony?
Listen, I'm still waiting for Ultra Sun and Moon 2. When is that coming out?
We're almost there. Technically, okay, we're in the XY era of remake, bring back to relevance. Well, I should say we haven't got to Unova yet, which is Black and White. That's 5th gen. X and Y is 6th gen. I don't know why they jumped to that one for Legends. Probably because it never really got a third version, you know? So maybe this is kind of like the third one.
Here's something I don't think we've ever talked about. You are the resident Pokemon expert. I play it based off of nostalgia. That's kind of what drags me along this train. What would it take? What would be the perfect Pokemon game in your eyes? If they came out and they're like, listen, we're bringing somebody in. They're going to help us make this game. What would it take for you to get a 10 out of 10 Pokemon game?
Okay, so on the spot, I don't have a perfect, well thought out answer, but here goes. Number one, we kind of got it with Arceus. Legends Arceus. It was a good step in the good right direction of modernizing and bringing Pokemon out of fucking 1996. The main storyline is fucking always boring. Gotta cuss, I guess. We're talking about a kid's game. I'm cussing. We got the old storyline, right? And you're always a 10-year-old. You're always taking on the fucking current team. You're always going and become the very best like no one ever was. That's great. I think they keep that, of course. We definitely need modes. I feel like we talked about this in one. Is my fucking headset fucking up? Hello? Oh, okay. Okay, I heard a beep.
No, I can hear you.
Just go back and fix that, future me.
We'll fix that in post.
I think we talked about this in a previous podcast, but the main thing that we were talking about was different modes. A mode where beginner trainer, and then we have returning champion. And let me play as an older character that's been the champion, relinquished it to some kid, and now they're wanting to get back into Pokemon training, but you're not going to become the champion. You're just going to rebattle old trainers and go do the battle tower kind of stuff. That would be great. Give me a secondary story, a new game plus a Hey, I go up to the gym leader and they go, "Oh, it's you," and they pull out 6 guys, and they're like, "We're going to battle," but it's not 1v1s. That's for kids. We're doing 2-on-2s at least 2-on-2s. They trialed out 3-on-3s, I believe, in Diamond and Pearl. I don't fucking remember which one it was. It was like a weird, maybe it was X or Black and White. I don't fucking remember. Somebody send me a fax. But number 2, I want to see the trainer being involved, which we just saw in the ZA video. The trainer telling the Pokemon to do a move so they can dodge a move. It's like in the show. Like, yes, use tackle, attack, and dodge it. Get the trainer involved.
That's a great point. I think the games have remained stagnant. I think the show, the anime, has gotten exponentially better as the years have gone on, to the point where that needs to be the game. The show is perfect. That's the game right there. And like you said, it can be about the 10-year-old who becomes the Pokemon champion. Make it be about the mom or the dad who's like, hey, I'm the 35-year-old whose son is out being the Pokemon champion, and I'm going to go get milk, and some Team Rocket kid comes over and bumps my groceries out of my hand. I'm like, all right, you want a piece? Let's do this.
Exactly. Well, and the other thing that I want to see is like trainer abilities. Like you slowly gain an ability instead of always like getting the ride Pokemon. That's what we're starting to do now, which we've been having since Sun and Moon, is the ride Pokemon, the Pokemon that's specific for that task of moving quickly, which I like that. I think nostalgia wants me to have a bike still, but it's nice to be able to ride certain Pokemon. But I would really like to see when you get a badge, that's because now you have an ability that you can utilize. That should be the gimmick. Part of the gimmick is the trainer ability. A momentum kind of move like, hey, boost this Pokemon that's about to die so you win. I don't know. Something along those lines. I got to play a demo, which I still haven't got to play it yet, of the Monster Hunter Stories 2 is the one that I played the demo of. I've not played either of these games, but they're really cool. The demo that I played, it was years ago, which I'm just poor, folks, okay? It was really cool. You play as like a monster hunter that like works with monsters, and like you and the monster fight other monsters, and then you build up a what is it? You build up a bond technique, and then you jump on the monster and attack the other monster with a double attack. It's really cool. I was like, whoa! You know how I am about summoning monster pet owner fighting guys, so it's a really cool take on the whole Pokemon idea. But really just Pokemon needs to change and modernize. It's moving too slowly. And the graphics are moving too slowly. I want to see a resurgence into it looking more like the anime. Or even the Sakaguchi, or however you say his name, I don't freaking remember. The original art style. There was a really cool fan out there that made a demo of Pokemon 1 in the same art style that was in the booklet. So that art style was really cool. By the way, this episode was not supposed to be about Pokemon, everybody.
No.
See what he's done? You did that on purpose.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. This is like when the teacher walks in and you can tell they're getting their papers ready, and it's like, man, I didn't do my homework, So I just like, hey,
oh, you're buying yourself time.
Yeah, so I'm buying.
Oh,
I'm getting you to rant about your weekend so that we can burn some time.
Oh God, you. Okay. Well, we'll just go into more of the Nintendo Direct things that were talked about. We'll talk about the next Nintendo game that I think a lot of people have been waiting for a long time, and some people who have just joined in, they're now hype, and then the new people are going to be super fucking hype when they get their hands on it. Metroid Prime 4.
I'm ready.
Oh baby. We both.
Yeah. See, okay. Say what you want about Pokemon. I could take or leave Pokemon. I think a good Pokemon game, great. A bad Pokemon game, it's not for me. Great. Whatever. Metroid 4. Oh baby, we've been waiting on this for years. For years, we've been waiting.
Hey, Nintendo, I know you're not going to want to rush it to the PC, But can you please put the Metroid 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the PC so I can play that? Can I just dive into that with a mouse and a keyboard? Or can you make an attachment to let me mouse and keyboard your fucking Switch 2 when it comes out? You know?
That'd be perfect.
Come on.
That would literally be perfect. I think it's ridiculous that we have console exclusives anymore. The Switch's whole thing was it's a portable device that you can bring home and dock at home, all of that stuff. Great. Perfect. I love it. Switch 2, your thing now needs to be you can still have the portability, you can still have the docking, all of that stuff. And then check this out. We've got Steam. We've got PlayStation games on there. We've got Xbox games on there. If you've already got PlayStation Plus, those games are on the Switch too. There you go. Boom. It would explode the internet. You would make so much money.
Maybe we make this episode a little special release. Maybe we release it late. We release our first side quest. This might be the first side quest because this is current events.
Yeah.
And we've spent a lot of time talking current events. And the next current event thing that I was excited for from the Nintendo Direct was, which we knew was coming. But they showed some gameplay footage of Dragon Quest 1 and 2 2D 3D remakes. I still haven't got my hands on the Dragon Quest 3 remake. I had to make a decision when it came out, and so I don't have that either. I don't have the Shadow game. Fuck! Anyway.
Listen, here's what really needs to happen. We can talk about Nintendo Direct and all of that. For 90 cents a day, you listeners at home, you could pay for Melon to have these games. We just need you to give us money so that we can play games, and we give you nothing back.
Yeah, we'll give you this.
We'll give you this. Yeah, we'll give you this.
Yeah, you can listen to us rant about the games that we just played. Well, also if you could buy me some time too, some time to play them. Really, that's another big factor here.
I would love to have my knees back from when I was in my 20s.
Knees. Folks, for 90 cents a day, you can buy Amon's knees back.
Yeah. And a Polar Pop, because I'm not going to change my diet or exercise.
Just fuck the knees. Get him the Polar Pop. This is the 90 cents a day won't go to the game. It's going to go to Amon's Polar Pop.
Yeah. For the price of a cup of coffee, you could buy me a cup of coffee.
Yeah. 1 cup, please. Cup.
Oh my gosh, this is great. This is exactly why we released this podcast, was for stuff like that.
This is now a short side quest. How long did we talk here?
I don't know, 15 minutes.
Folks, we're gonna leave you here with this. This is the side quest here.